It's important. It's just a big game for us, and it's what's ahead of you that counts. What's behind is already gone. We can't change that, so we've got to worry about what's ahead of us.
How do you build some confidence against a team that hasn't just won all three, but they've won them all convincingly this season?
Yeah, no, the one game we were tight. Like they scored late. Like it was real late. Like we had them, and they got a tough one by us, and then they got another one. But they're a good team, and like you say, they're just a good team, and they're hard to play against. And the other time they were here, they did beat us. So, but in those games, again, it doesn't matter. It's this one that matters, and it's what we can bring forward. So, I'm confident in our group. I'm looking forward to the game, and we'll see what happens.
You're hopeful this
What do you take away from that last game? Because you did say it was your best game, but you guys still had under 20 shots.
The last game against
Kings.
no, it wasn't the last one. The one before that, the first time they were in our building, we played pretty good. Last game we weren't. I I don't remember the game real well, but my recall is they scored early in the third, and we just couldn't find a way to come back from that goal. So maybe we have to be a little bit more resilient when things happen. We got to find a way to battle back. It's a good test for us, and that's all you want. Like you want a chance towards the end of the year to be able to play for playoffs, and that's what we're doing.
One of the constants in the 3 games, though, has been you guys have been held in the teens in shots on goal. Is shot total an issue? Is it quantity over quality, or how do you look at trying to get pucks to the net on a team like that?
They are hard to get pucks to the net, but you got to create anything, you have to get pucks to the net. Like we have to get players going to the net, but we have to get pucks there, and we aren't getting enough pucks to the net. So that's something that we have to be prepared to do. But they don't give up a lot of shots overall. Like they're a tough team to generate. So just as important as getting shots is defending. Like we got to make sure we don't give up a lot, and then we'll have our chance.
Goaltending, would you like to have each of you guys play one this weekend?
Probably that'll happen, yeah. So Eddie will probably go tomorrow.
Zach and Brad's equipment still in their stalls. They're assuming not traveling.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. So it looks like they're staying back.
Burrows and Dorsett, they're okay to go on the trip then?
They'll go, yeah.
Willie, what's the against LA? What's the one thing or things you have to do? Is it effort? Is it a structure thing? What has to just be there to have a chance against those guys?
I think the toughest thing about LA is they're a big body team that plays hard, and you have to compete against them. Like we don't have that size, so we have to compete, and we have to find a way to win the one-on-one battles. Like they're hard to handle down low, but we have to have more spark or whatever when we go in on those battles. Like we have to be able to win them, and that's a big challenge. Like that's a challenge. It's not easy, but that's something we have to do.
Lyndon Vay's having a tough time on his face-offs and his down-low coverage. Is there any chance you'd move him back to the wing and move Mathias into the middle, or with what you've got there?
I don't know. I've thought about it. I think that I have liked Mathias on the wing more. Bay's natural position is probably center, but and I don't mind Bay as a winger either. So it's not something I wouldn't look at. And we'll have to maybe see how these ones play out, and we'll make adjustments, I guess, as we go.